First and Future Finance, episode 11.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Episode 10 of us side by side. Interest only studios, sign right there. I don't know, man. I'm upset. Today it's been a week. It's been a long week. I know we say that every week. It has been a really long week this week. I'm gonna crash out. The economy sucks. Everything sucks. Investments are down. I had a borrower die. Like this week is terrible.
It happens. It happens. It's a thing.
Rest in peace, Scott.
In life.
I fuck with that guy. Rest in peace, Scott. Yeah. That was my guy.
Yeah, man.
Honestly.
You've been working with that dude since the beginning of this year.
Since February, yep.
Yeah.
That was he taught me everything about construction loans. I know everything because of him, because he owns his own construction company that built houses. He knew more than me about the loan, but he trusted me and he liked my hustle and he wanted to work with me.
Bro, that dude opened up an entire niche for you.
Yeah. I didn't even know that niche existed till I met that guy. So rest in peace, Scott. That's my guy. I wish we could have seen everything through for him. He had a really dope vision. He had a really cool plan he was trying to build. But nothing stops. Business does not stop.
That's a segue, man. Tomorrow's not promised.
No, it's not.
Tomorrow is not promised, man. Why do so many people believe that waiting is their safest financial decision?
Yeah. What are we waiting for?
I think that should be in memory of Scott. I think we should talk about the cost of waiting to do things.
Yeah.
Not even just in business. This is a, mortgage-based, real estate-based podcast, but the cost of waiting to make a financial decision is still a financial decision.
It is.
So, I mean,
I also think people, not to cut you off, really misconstrue waiting for planning. So many people are just waiting for the right time for everything to fall into place and everything to be perfect. You have to mold that moment. That isn't going to happen. You have to plan. You have to be, like we talked about last week with Drew, we have to do credit repair. We have to pay off debts, find our utilization, figure out other sources of income. You can't just wait around and hope you're going to get a promotion, hope you're going to get a raise, hope your house is going to double in value.
I think episode 1 or 2 was about goal setting and just planning your life around what you want to do and then making it happen. Manifestation is a thing where you have to, you hear people say all the time, you got to speak it into existence. Your thoughts become words, your words become actions.
But no one wants to act it into existence. That's the problem.
Yep.
How many times do you have borrowers say they're just going to wait? I'm just waiting on the market. Okay, are you paying attention to the market? Are you paying attention to the factors that are leading to the current market conditions?
They're not.
No, hell no. And I know they're not because I do this for a living. I'm not doing that every day.
No.
I don't have the time. And if I'm not doing it, I know they're not doing it unless they have nothing better to do. And I know these people have something better to do.
So what are some circumstances where you're now watching the market? What are you thinking about that's going to be like, I'm going to check the 10-year treasury today?
If a borrower asks me what the 10 year's at, I don't even look at the 10-year anymore because when I started in this industry, I know it's been actually exactly a year now, pretty much. Like next week, it'll be a year.
Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you. When I started, we were really VA Earl focused. We were really a rate and term market. A lot of people in high rates because they refied in 2023 when rates were at their highest besides now. Besides 2007 is the other time they were this high, which what happened in 2008. And it was just a rate and term market. It was just, hey, is your rate higher than this? Can I bring it down? Can I save you money? We're not in a rate and term market anymore. We're in a cash out market. And in my mind, I don't think the treasury matters in a cash out market because it doesn't matter what the rate's going to be. It matters, do you have enough money in your home in the equity to achieve your goals of paying off your debt if you're consolidating, fixing up your house, buying another property that earns you cash flow, or doing whatever you need to do with that money? Is the transaction going to help you achieve your goals? The rate's a secondary. We're going to be in a rate and term market again eventually if rates come down. I don't think they will for a pretty substantial amount of time right now. But you'll get there. Right now, I think it is purely what you're saying. It's goal setting. Is this transaction going to achieve your goal? Yeah, that rate's going to suck. It's going to be a 7%. That's where we are. But if your goals are being met, who cares?
So why are people waiting? What's the holdup in saying, okay, I know rates are at 7%. I've gotten 12 quotes from 8 different lenders. What am I waiting on?
My biggest guess is everyone's waiting for the rates to drop because they're scared of the high rate. But also, and this goes back to what we talked about like 5 episodes ago, I think, of like people are scared to make decisions that are going to genuinely better their life. Like I feel like a lot of people get so comfortable in their situation, whether it's a good situation or not, they get comfortable and stuck in that situation and they're afraid to take steps to get out of it. And sometimes making a financial transaction, you might find that one thing that you don't like about it to stop yourself and give you an excuse to stop. If that one thing is that high rate, it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting out of debt. Yeah, I'm putting 30K in my pocket. Yeah, my bills are cheaper now every month. Oh, but that's 7%. I'm comfortable where I am. You know, they're looking for whatever excuse they can. I think that's just me. I feel like a lot of people are scared of that action.
So just being familiar. What do you mean by scared of it? Because if it's better for me, what am I afraid of?
It's unfamiliar. You're so comfortable and you're so used to your spot that, yeah, it might be a better decision for you in the long run, but it's new territory. And I feel like a lot of people are scared of that new territory. I was scared to do this job when I started. I was scared to start a podcast. But that's what we talked about is the importance of getting started. You have to do stuff.
I've never done this before, so I'm scared that I might make a mistake or I'm doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That fear of I might fuck this up again because I've made probably bad choices up until this point. How do I trust myself now?
Is it going to get worse? Is this decision going to put me in a worse spot?
Right.
But I don't know.
Like I always say, you can't fall off the floor.
Yeah.
If I've been fucking up this long,
yep.
What's one more bad decision? Let me try it out. Throw some darts at the wall, man. But like, so the waiting is based on fear instead of the facts.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you hoping changes that, gets rid of that?
I mean, in the market sense or just in like a life sense?
Anything. Like if I'm on the phone with you and you tell me, hey, taking a 7% interest rate is going to better my life. That sounds like an oxymoron to me. How does taking 7% when I have a 2.75 better for me?
I mean,
you're not making sense.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because people look at that in a vacuum. You have to look at it in I have a 2.75. Yeah, my mortgage is really of a low payment, but I use that low payment to leverage myself to get into $100,000 of other debt in personal loans, cars, credit cards.
Wait.
And I'm paying $1,500 a month on all those.
Wait. So wait. Go back to 100,000.
So let's say I got a $250,000 loan at 2.5%. Yeah, on your house.
Okay.
2.5%.
Right. That's what I bought for. That's what I bought it for. And that's what I owe.
You owe it $250. It's worth $400.
Okay. All right.
You refied in 2021 because rates were at 2%. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Which I want to go down that rabbit hole a little bit today too. I feel like that was an artificially created market to keep the housing market alive.
This is our show. We can do what we want.
I think they made 2% rates happen just because the economy and the market was about to crash. And like, ooh, what can we do to save that? We can make houses temporarily more affordable for people. Mm-hmm. But people use that to get into more debt of other kinds of debt, 100K of credit cards, cars, whatever, because they're like, ooh, my DTI is really low now. I don't pay anything on my house payment. I'm going to go get a $100,000 F-150.
Man.
And then
the TRX.
A Raptor. And like, I feel like people use that. And I'm in a ranting mood today. I'm off 400 milligrams of caffeine. But no, I feel like people have used that to put themselves in positions to get what they want. And it's not a realistic position. It's an over-leveraged position because they thought they could sustain it. And with that, with your question that you pose of how would the 7% fix my life? If you have a 2.7 on your mortgage, yeah, you're going to lose that. Yeah, that sucks. But if you're paying $2,000 a month and all this other debt, and I'm raising your payment $600 to pay all that off, you're not feeling your interest rate every month. You're feeling how much money leaves your pocket. If I'm putting an extra $1,400 in your pocket every month, you're going to feel that. Bars. That's going to be realer than any rate on your mortgage ever.
So you telling me that if I take the 7%, I get an extra $1,400 a month? How does that work?
Well, I'm paying off all your debt. It's all gone. It's just consolidated.
So my TRX is
free and clear. And your insurance goes down because you have a free and clear title on the car. I probably saved you more than $1,500 a month on that because I know
My car note's $1,200.
on TRX, absolutely. And I know that insurance is crazy too. You got a V8 that people are likely to steal from. Like people take that shit.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm heated today. I'm really in a mood. I'm
You
passionate
seem
today.
like you in a tizzy. Like, you shaking and shit. Like it's
That's the caffeine. That's just the caffeine.
I'm looking at, you came in fired. You've been on one all day.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is our session, man. You about to get all this stuff out. You had just bad news after bad news after bad news today. And, you need some wins. Okay?
I just wish people would trust the vision, man. I wish people would be like, you're a professional in your industry. You look at money all day. You got a bachelor's in finance. I'm not saying I'm special. I just wish people would hear me the fuck out sometimes and be like, you know what? That is a good idea. I'm uncomfortable with it. That, to be honest with you, I don't want to do it, but that's a good idea. Thank you. That's all I need to hear, Oh, man.
So, I mean, like, to your point, your borrower wasn't one of those people. He was a man of action.
He was.
Right?
And he was getting let down by the people around him. He had a broker for 18 months that was facilitating the purchase on this home. I did more, and he told me this. I did more for him in 2 weeks than that other broker did in 18 months.
That guy wasn't doing shit. He got an application. He put it into his system as a sub.
Yep. And it wasn't an easy loan, and they had to learn a bunch of lingo. Yeah.
He was stat pad.
They didn't care. They called him once a month. I called him once a day. They didn't care.
And that guy, like I said, he wasn't. It kind of sparked this conversation. Like you got people like this who are very outcome based. If you can get it done for them, they'll rock with you. They'll do whatever they need to do to move it forward.
Yeah. And
then you got people on the opposite end of the spectrum where you're giving them everything they're asking for, and they're still like, but what if this happens?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to wait for this to happen before I do this. And then they end up missing it all together.
You know how many people told me back in January, oh, I want to wait. I know that when Jerome Powell gets out of office, rates are going to crash. Jerome Powell leaves office in May, the Treasury goes up a fucking half point. What are we talking about, bro?
So, I mean, like, just even break that down. The change in the Fed chair, which doesn't happen often.
It's a figurehead move. It doesn't change shit. It doesn't change a damn thing.
It's all theater. It's all theater. And it goes back to, like, Warsh is doing the same thing Powell was doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, hey, you know what? We got to wait this out. We're not really taking it serious that inflation is running our country.
Our inflation target is 2% a year. That 2% a year means they're intentionally trying to debase the currency and make it weaker 2% every year. Mm-hmm. Why is it a target to make the currency weaker? That's not a goal. That's a problem.
It's backwards.
It's backwards.
It's backwards. Well, we should be, so this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
We should be focused on increasing our gross domestic product.
We're at 122% GDP right now, which is
less than which is less than what we're bringing in.
Yeah, the government could not get a loan right now for a mortgage based off their GDP or their DTI of 122%.
Yeah, their income is less than what they owe.
Mm-hmm.
They owe more money than they're making.
Mm-hmm.
And their solution to that is to make more money. So if and you know what? Epiphany right here. Yeah. This is America. This is America. How many people right now are living paycheck to paycheck?
Over 60% of people, statistically.
And their paycheck doesn't cover their bills. You've got, you've got 2 weeks to your next paycheck. You just spent the whole thing on your rent, right? Then you're waiting till your next check to pay your car note.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting for the check after that to pay your phone bill, your internet, and it's just a cycle. Now your rent's late the next month.
You want to talk about oxymorons too? I feel like it's the American like keeping up with the Joneses mentality, you got to get a new car. You got to get a lease on that car. You got to live in a nice apartment. People are stretching themselves so thin.
I think that's dated.
I think it's dated too, but I think the mentality's still there a little bit where they're like, I need to be in debt and I need to make more than what my debt is. I'm gonna get what I want by using that debt, and as long as I make enough to cover it, we're good. That's a bad mentality, though. I think
that's the update. You used to buy nice things to show off to your friends, right? Now the nice things, the nice things are unaffordable. The things that you can get cost what the nice things used to cost.
On that tip, shout out Tim Rios with his lipstick economy theory. Has he told you about that?
No.
He talked about in the huddle the other day. So he pretty much says we're in like a lipstick economy right now, which means, and we're going to have him on episode 23, so he'll definitely go more into detail on this.
That's a long time from now.
It is.
Did you put that in the show notes?
Not these, but I've already confirmed with him. It's lined up. But no, his whole lipstick economy theory is that people can't afford the nice things right now. Like you say, everything's expensive, inflation's rampant, everything's bad.
Yes.
So $40 is still $40 though. So if I can get a nice lipstick for $40 and I'm just going through CVS and I get the nice one, I gave myself a luxury treat that feels nice without spending a lot of money and breaking the bank. And that's kind of the economy we're in right now. You're not going to get the nice thing because you can't afford it, because nobody can afford it. But you can get those small nice things,
I want you to comment what color lipstick you think Liam would buy. Man, but yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. I think that's exactly what I was describing. Lipstick economy. We should patent that.
Well, Tim's got to be involved in that. I feel like I stole that from him.
No, we're Ray Krocking this.
All right, I like it. Yeah, sorry, Tim.
We're taking that over. It's been trademarked. Use case.
Yep, we said it on air.
Oh man.
I've been dominating this conversation. I'm sorry. I'm on one today.
No, it's fine. It's fine, man. Because I want to dive deep into what's like the cost of waiting, bro. People that are renting right now that told me 1 year, 2 years. It doesn't matter how long ago you told me that you were renting.
Yeah.
You said that renting was better than owning a home.
Wow.
And
that's
you were gonna wait for rates to drop. You were going to wait for the housing market to crash. You were going to wait until you had a down payment.
That's a fair one to wait for. I'm okay with that.
I love that. Yeah. I loved it. I love I'm going to wait until I'm at a down payment because that at least shows intent.
And that's a plan.
Yeah.
But also, when you're waiting for that down payment, do you have an active savings account waiting for that down payment? Are you putting money aside every check, like $20 at least, to prepare for that? That's something you can control. You can't control the rates. You can't control the market. And that's my biggest pet peeve. When you're waiting for rates to go down, are you looking at your pricing sheet being like, okay, well, a 6.5% rate at the house I'm trying to buy is about an $1,800 a month payment. If rates come down to in the fives, I can afford a $1,600 a month payment. I'm cool with that. Are you doing that? Or are you just like, damn, 6%'s a big number. I don't
y'all
like
know
that.
what the hell he talking about right now?
Does anyone know?
That was so much jargon.
It was.
I understood you. But what is a pricing sheet?
Essentially, every rate from 0% to 50% is going to have a cost associated with it. That cost is based off of a formula of how good of a borrower you are, essentially. Your LTV, your loan to value, debt to income, and your credit score. The company, whatever lender you're looking at, is going to put it all in a fancy calculator, and it's going to just spit out some prices, some offers for you, and decide what that rate is going to cost you. And pretty much with your mortgage payment, a $250,000 loan, let's say, is going to cost you what a $250,000 loan is going to cost you at whatever rate you get. There's going to be a payment associated with it, no matter what.
Yep.
That payment's going to change depending on what rate you get. So if I have a 7% loan or 7% rate on a $250,000 loan and a 5%, the only thing that changes is how much money am I paying towards interest every month.
Yes.
But are people actually looking at that, or are they just like, damn, 7's a high number? When in reality, they see that $400 a month, let's say, difference from 7 to 5.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't afford that $400, so I am going to wait until I can get there. Or are they just like, damn, 7's a high number. I don't like that. That's where I feel like a lot of people are.
I think it's both. I think if you tell me, because this is how most people shop. Me, as 13 years as a real estate agent, a lot of people shop by, can I get this house and what's the payment?
Yeah.
Interest rate be damned.
Yep.
Interest rate is the X factor.
Especially in a purchase, because you can use that to leverage how much you bring to the table. Like there's actually more of a use case there.
So if they're shopping and they're saying, hey, you know, they look at the house, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Maybe it doesn't check all the boxes. I got to pay, and then my payment's $2,700 for this house.
Yeah.
Something in their mind is like, okay, $2,700 is a lot for me right now.
That's a fair.
And they're like, you know what? I don't want it. I don't want it, without knowing what words they want to use to express, hey, that payment's too high for me. Not even considering, okay, let me lower my loan amount.
Let me find a less expensive house.
Exactly. Let me change the levers, because technically you can still get that house.
Put more money down.
Put more money down. Those are the things. So this is what I'm saying. When you tell me you're going to save for a down payment, how much is the house that you're trying to get? What's the number you're saving for a down payment?
Do you have money liquid in your pocket? Are you selling assets? What's the opportunity cost of selling those assets?
Yeah, because the price of housing has never gone down permanently.
No. There's been a couple years.
There's been a couple dips.
Yeah.
There's been a couple dips, but are houses more expensive? Were houses more expensive in 2008 or now?
Man, that's a loaded question, because then you're
I don't think so.
Nah, because then you're going back to the leverage, or not the leverage. You're going back to forms of currency. Houses are more expensive now, but they're not just more expensive because the homes are more expensive. The home itself, more or less, hasn't changed. The unit of measurement that you're buying it with has changed. It's lost value.
Oh, I'm rubbing off on you. No, but that brings me into my next point. During that time, that same amount of time, it's still a home, but has it appreciated in value, or does it just take more dollars to buy the house?
It just takes more dollars. Unless someone's fixed up the house, added things to make it more valuable, or the neighborhood's gained value. I'd say on average, most of them, it's just the unit of measurements changed.
Okay. So if it takes more, let's say we're doing dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
If we're comparing 2008 to 2026.
Oh, it's quadruple. Quadruple in dollars.
It costs 4 times as much to your bottom line, to your pockets, to buy the same house that you were going to buy in 2008. And so that's where my point comes in. Those people that were in 2008, not saying that was a great time to buy. We're just using this as an illustration. Because in hindsight, it was an excellent time to buy. Yeah. You would have 4x your money.
And also, but that's always my argument I go to. The gold price in 2008 was about $800.
Okay.
Give or take, we've 4 or 5x'd it to today. It's $4,100. So again, has the house gained that much value, or has the dollar lost a quarter of its value?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Because like you said, a house is a house. That house was there 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The same house was there 20 years ago, whether you erected it from the ground or, you bought one used.
Yeah.
That house was there. But if you go to work every day, you get a paycheck. It's going to cost you 4 of those paychecks versus 1 to buy that same house today.
Yep.
So waiting those 20 years because you were saving up for a down payment, you were waiting on interest rates to come down, you were waiting on, whatever the reason was, cost you 75% of your value.
Yeah, because what if I was born 10 years earlier and I had some more money in my pocket, 17, 18, I could have bought a house in 2007. Would you have looked at it in 2007, 2008, being like, damn, $75K is a lot for a house, but that same house today is worth, let's say, $250,000.
No, I have an example of that.
Ooh.
When I was 20 years old, I went and looked at a house in Macomb Township. It was $81,000. It was a ranch, Shotgun house. You walk in, you can see the whole house left and right.
Yeah.
$81,000 in 2000. It was like, had to be like 2016 or so.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this house. Real estate agent asked me, hey, do you want to buy it? I didn't know what the next step was. I said, yes.
Sure. I like the house.
I love the house. I wasn't working at the time.
Okay.
Didn't know you couldn't buy a house with no job. Who would have thought?
Damn,
You asked me, do I want it? I said, yes. But the house was $81,000. I looked the house up a couple years ago. It just sold for $289,000. Same house.
If only you had a job.
If only I had a job. $81,000 to $280,000. My opportunity cost was $220,000.
Yep. Minimum too, because that's not even counting how much could you have potentially saved in rent over that time.
Yep.
How much could you have made if you rented that house out over time?
Yep.
You at minimum was $220,000.
I would have kept that house forever. It's probably worth, I know Macomb is trading probably between $500,000 and $600,000 right now. So that smaller ranch house, if I looked it up today, it'd probably be like $350 minimum.
And we can make the assumption if that's the price it was in 2016. I mean, shit, dude, just from COVID to now, houses have gained another 25%. So, but also, did they, or in the past 7 years, the dollar's lost about 33% of its purchasing power? Did the house appreciate again, or did the dollar lose value?
So but
I don't know anything about anything.
I'll tell you what. You don't see that in real time. If I had put that money in a savings account, every day that it wasn't invested in the market, I was losing 33%. I was losing 33 cents a day. So it's like, I put $1 in there, that same dollar, or 33% since then, right? So I lost 33 cents.
Yeah.
So that dollar that I put in is now only worth 67 cents.
Yep.
And I lost money. Power. The money didn't go anywhere. It just buys less.
And it's still $1. Yeah. The dollar hasn't changed. It's
but what I can buy with it changed.
Weimar Republic, Germany.
So money costs you money. Or I'm sorry, waiting costs you money. Whether you're spending the money or not.
Absolutely.
So you might as well, like I said, put it in a vehicle that is gonna grow in value.
Exactly. There's gonna benefit, even if it's not gonna grow in value. If it's gonna net benefit your life, then there's no, like, I'd say you can make an argument if there is a cost associated, but if it's gonna benefit your life and put you in a better position, fuck the cost.
You're gonna rent for another year.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you had average rent of $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
Right. A year, that's $25,000 plus another $5,000, so $30,000 a year. And you're losing to rent.
Not even counting depreciation of the dollar. Missed out on putting money in assets. This is a minimum of $30K that's just gone.
Yeah, just in somebody else's pocket, right? Versus what you can do with that money. What does a $30,000 down payment get you?
Yeah,
on 3.5%. Do we have that? Can we get that math real quick?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
Because I think this is what gets lost, and I see a lot of finance gurus say, "Hey, the payment's $2,500. That's the most you'll pay as a renter, and $2,500 in a mortgage is the least you'll pay."
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, cool, but annualize that. That's $30,000 a year that either went into my equity or that I'm never going to see again because I paid it out to some company who's going to use it to buy more real estate. And I just want to know what that is. 30,000 divided by 3.5. That's got to get me.
Oh, that's all you want was 30. I was doing a whole mortgage calculator.
I know we don't need a mortgage calculator.
I just want to know thing.
If that's my down payment. If I got 30 grand.
Yeah.
And that's my down payment on the FHA house.
That's $8,500.
No, that's not right.
You said 30,000 divided by 3.5%. Oh, percent. Yeah, you're so right. All right, yeah. We're professionals.
We're professionals, man. Gotta put that in the calculator. I didn't know the exact answer, but I knew that wasn't it.
1,050.
No, you're doing something wrong.
30,000 times 3.5%.
Divided by
Why are we dividing?
3.5%.
What are we dividing?
Divided by
Why are we dividing? What are we
3.5%.
dividing? What are we dividing?
We're dividing because 3.5% is your down payment.
Oh, you're so right.
So 3.5% out of the 100.
Oh, I forgot to put the percent sign. Man, I'm losing it today.
This is all your frustration coming out.
It is. I need to slow down.
It could just be the 500 milligrams of caffeine too.
All right, now it's $87,741. 30,000 divided by 3.5%. I told you that couldn't have been right.
That is not 85,000. It's 857,000.
Oh yeah, you're right.
$857,000 would be your purchase power.
Oh, I see what you're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. That I was trying to figure out what the numbers were for.
So you can buy. So in the same amount of money that you've given to your landlord,
Yeah.
in 1 year, most people have been there for 5.
You could have bought at minimum a $750,000 house. Really $800,000, but you don't want to max out your.
I'm just saying that's what
thing
you
like we
qualify
talked
for.
about. Yeah, that's what you qualify for.
You qualify for an $850,000 house if you stop paying your landlord and put that money in a bank account. At the end of the year, you can buy an $850,000 house.
Would you say it's like to your benefit to live in your car for a year just to save money for rent?
My car?
I see people do that on Insta. They'll just be like, I'm going to live in my car until I save up money for a down payment.
I need you to post a reel of somebody living in their car.
I've seen people do it.
What kind of car is it?
I've seen people do it in sedans, which is crazy, like a Honda Civic.
No.
In the 4Runner, I can make it work.
That's crazy.
I can make it work in the 4Runner.
That's insane.
Get the little roof tank, go overlanding.
You know I don't believe in suffering.
Well, yeah.
If you can comfortably live in your car legally, because I feel like you're going to jail if you just
Walmart
sleep
lets you
out
camp
on the street.
overnight. I think. Don't quote me. Walmart lets you camp overnight. I think in the parking lots.
That's a crazy, so crazy.
Yeah.
It just might work. If you can, I mean, look, the opportunity cost. That's what we're talking about. If you can save $2,500 a month sleeping in your car, I'm not recommending that. But
I'm not doing it.
I would never.
I almost made that
never
decision.
even crossed my mind.
Oh, when I was like 19, that crossed my mind. I really thought about it. I was really like, I will live in my car for 6 months, save up money for a down payment, get a new investment property.
Never crossed my mind to
thought about
sleep
it.
in my car. I'll stay with in-laws. I'll stay with friends, family.
Sleep in your car, shower at the Planet Fitness. You $20 a month at Planet. You got it.
No. No. So
Get a little camping stove.
okay. So here's what people, and I hear the other side of it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if the market crashes again? You know, what if home values go down? What if the rate drops next year?
What if an asteroid falls out the sky and kills all of us? I don't know.
What if somebody just isn't financially ready? Is waiting okay then?
What do you define not financially ready yet? Again, it goes back. Do you have a plan, or are you just like,
Right.
I'm not feeling it. I just need to have a lot of money in my pocket before I can think about doing something like that. What's a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's the
different
question.
to everybody.
That's the question that they need to be asking. Like, what does ready look like?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are going to say that they're not ready. But when you say not ready, are you not ready to have this conversation? Are you not ready because, your account's in the negative? Is your credit poor?
Yeah.
What is the fix for your situation for you to say, what does a yes look like?
Yeah. If you were to buy this house, what would that look like in your mind?
Man, because I've heard it all. I've heard I'm trying to get 50,000 in my account before I start looking. I want to invest. I want to fix and flip. I want to hold on, man. Like those are
all different things.
Let's get to one.
Mm-hmm. And also, what's that 50,000 going to do for you? And this is where people don't do numbers.
It's just a number,
right? Because what if your market that you're looking for is $100,000 houses? You don't need 50% of the home value to get in.
Right. Shout out to California. I know y'all got special
y'all need
products
50
and
grand.
stuff. Yeah, you need 50 grand.
You need 50 grand.
California, Washington,
Oregon,
Colorado,
New York.
Yeah, we know you guys. We see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
$50,000. You damn near gotta be an engineer.
Yeah.
In any of those coastal states.
Yep.
But the point still remains. what will it take? What will it take for you to be ready?
Yep.
I'm looking at, like even California and New York are the perfect examples.
Mm-hmm.
Those homes have been expensive for a long time.
Yeah.
People were still living in them.
True.
Okay.
Because people want to be there because location.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the want has to be there. You have to have a desire to own in order to own, right?
Yeah.
Like if the housing market in New York halved itself today,
Mm-hmm.
you go from $1 million apartment to $500,000 apartment, people would be eating each other's asses to get into those apartments.
Yeah, true. True.
But you say that in Detroit,
No one cares.
no,
I don't think
not
anything
even no one
changes.
cares. They still gonna be like, hey, $500,000 for a house in Detroit.
For this?
Like, it's the market.
Yeah. Location.
The market and the location. Real estate is all about. It's three things:
Yep.
location, location, location.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay. I gotta ask you a question then. So,
Yeah.
if let's say housing drops to $500K for a nice apartment in New York, which also, what does that mean? What does that look like? Because does that just mean I listed it for $500K? And if I did, if it's still a bidding war because it's all cheaper now because everyone wants to live in New York because they see a deal on a nice apartment in Brooklyn, is it really going to be a $500K home, or is it going to get bid up back to $1 million?
So economics 101, supply and demand. If there's one apartment in New York for $500,000, how many people do you think are going to bid $500,000?
And well, okay, on that tip, me and my cousin talked about this a while ago of like New York is one of those cities that in Detroit, you're competing with other Detroiters to get a house.
Mm-hmm.
In New York, it's you against the world.
Yep.
Because everyone in the world wants an apartment somewhere in New York to say they have an apartment in New York. So it could be a random dude that grew up in upstate New York that wants to move to the big city.
Yep.
Or it could be a Saudi prince that has some money is like, I want to live there. You
So
know?
yeah, so the higher the demand you have, and I think people lose sight of this, the higher demand that you have for any commodity drives the price up. Okay? We're seeing this in Detroit right now. There's more demand for the housing that we have where, 10 years ago there was none
Nope.
or very little.
But that's,
All right.
I feel like that's even, I'm ranting now, but I feel like that's a lot of like the social media, everyone could be an investor thing now.
Yeah.
Where everyone's like, oh, Detroit's the best place to go to be an investor. Everyone's buying these houses up in Detroit, not knowing what they're doing. And just,
No, but you're going to have that in new markets. When, like
Yeah.
I said, when the demand is there, it's going to drive the price up. We had a depressed real estate market for so long here. People got used to, being able to go get a nice house for $12,000.
yeah, true.
You get a brick 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home at auction for 40 grand.
That's crazy.
That doesn't happen anywhere else.
No.
And now that the market is catching up with, what's normal, people are flipping out.
Yeah.
So that's another example of the cost of waiting. You could have got a nice house in a nice neighborhood for $50,000, but you waited. You
Yep.
waited
And now
until
that house is
everybody else wanted
150.
one, and now that house is $250,000.
No one wants to be first, and I can respect not wanting to be first, but you can't be last.
Oh man,
You can't wait too long to see like, oh yeah, I have
That's a bar.
10 cases now where that works, and now I can try it. Nah, you gotta, if you don't get in early, you're not gonna get in at all. That's the same with everything. That's with, I always go back to music because I'm a DJ and all that. Like, if I make a sound that was popping off 5 years ago, unless that sound has circled back in the trend cycle, no one cares. If I'm making SoundCloud rap right now, no one's paying attention to me. That ship has sailed. If you're buying in a market that's already appreciated, you missed out on that appreciation. You better hope you got some money down to get some cash flow. You're not going to get more equity out of it. Like, if you're buying a stock, if you're buying SpaceX 5 days after IPO, you just lost $100 per share.
Oh, check the previous episodes. I was right again.
Yeah, we're always right. We're always right. Japanese yen got saved and their treasury kept going.
Man, high five.
We're
High
just
five
we're
on
always
being
right.
an industry expert.
We're always right. Except when we're not, but we don't even need to highlight those moments. So we're always right.
No, we're deleting those.
Oh, yeah,
we're
absolutely.
deleting all bad takes.
Absolutely.
Why's my phone ringing?
Money calling.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's spam.
I've been getting in the habit of that recently with my LOs that when I'm training them, if I get a spam call, I'm answering it. I'm seeing how they're ARPing me. And I'm just showing them like, yo, this is a good salesman. This is a bad salesman.
It's probably bad to say, but I hang up immediately.
Oh, I answer every one now. If I
answer them, but if it takes too long, like if there's like a pause,
oh yeah, click. Oh yeah, my attention span's gone.
If you answer the phone and you give me your ID number, click. It's the worst ones are so realtors get these calls from these agencies that are like trying to sell leads, right?
Oh yeah.
And they always pose like they have somebody on the phone. They're like, yeah, we work with a lot of veterans, and for a small fee at the closing, we can connect you guys, which is a referral fee, which is normal. Then you say, okay, shoot me their number. Okay, there'll be a small setup cost of $295, and I'm like, wait a minute,
no,
that's not how this works.
No, have you ever been tricked by those? Have you bought those leads?
Never.
Good.
Never. The only one that tricked me when I was brand new to the industry was Zillow.
Yeah,
and never again will I pay for a Zillow lead.
Where they take 30% of your commission on the back end.
Oh no, this was before. Zillow was just a website when I was doing this. They weren't a brokerage yet.
Okay.
Zillow's better now, but when I was doing it, what they had you do is they would call you. They say, "Hey, we've got this many leads in this zip code. Would you like to be our exclusive agent for that zip code for the low price of $500 a month?" They lock you in for a 6-month contract,
of course,
and for $500 a month, you're the only agent that these people are gonna call in this zip code.
That's pretty cool. But if you don't sell a loan, or if you don't sell a home,
then
one home will pay for itself. But if you don't sell that home,
I must have bought the shittiest zip code they had, because the people that I got, my phone was ringing off the hook. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. But
the ones that I was able to answer and vet were all investors. People were renting. They just weren't qualified leads.
Yeah.
It was a crapshoot. It was people visiting the website. Zillow has so much traffic. That's what they did have right.
Zillow has traffic.
They have traffic. So you're going to be able to get something out of the lead, but it was going through the weeds in the dark that turned me off. They've got a much better system now, so I'm told.
I've interacted with one Zillow lead that one of my realtors, me and him were trying to work it together. She was an investor, and she talked to him. He referred her to me. We had a great conversation. This is what you're trying to do. This is what you qualify for. This is where your income comes into it. You're going to afford this much of a home. Here's your pre-approval letter. We're good to go. He already had a list of 5 houses. She's ready to go. She ghosts me for a couple days. I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. And then I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then she emailed both of us and was like, yeah, you're unqualified to do this. And I'm like, out of any of our conversation, you had no problem. What made you think I was unqualified? And she's like, oh, no, not you, the realtor. I'm like, okay. And why is he unqualified? Oh, he's just young and new to the market. Okay, but he gave you 3 houses that are good investment turnkeys. Right. I knew what I was doing. I trusted him, and I still trust him. We've closed loans together.
Yeah.
What makes you so special? And she's like, oh, I only want to work with a realtor LO duo. And then a month later, she finds a different LO. So she doesn't go through the realtor route. She finds the LO route. That LO refers unknowingly her back to my realtor.
Wow.
So he called me like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, no. So yeah. And now she didn't own a home because she was scared to pull trigger because we aren't experienced enough, even though
it makes no sense.
It's like, bro, if the deal makes sense, the deal makes sense. Just because your realtor's young or your LO's young doesn't mean we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I had to overcome that because I got my real estate license at 23.
Yeah.
So
people ain't take you seriously, I'm guessing.
At all.
Oh yeah.
At all. My first listing was a for sale by owner. I ended up just listing, just to get something in.
Yeah.
I ended up listing the house for what the guy said he wanted to sell it for. I knew the value was way lower.
Yeah.
And I told him the value was way lower. And I'm like, hey man, like I'm new at this. What would it take for me to get your business?
Yeah.
And he's like, you got to list it at this number.
All right.
Fine.
You're not going to sell it, but I'll list it there. Yeah.
To get my name out, to put my sign in front of your house, I will list it at the number you want. With the exception, like, hey, if it doesn't sell at this number, we're going to drop the price in 2 weeks because I guarantee you we're not going to get a showing.
Yeah.
2 weeks pass, no showings. He fires me, puts it back up on the market for sale by owner.com at the price that I told him. Then tries to call me after he gets a contract to be the transaction coordinator.
Oh yeah, for sure. For $10,000, I got you. Yeah.
No, it was I only charged him like $1,200, but I needed the money.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So I mean, like, and that was my first lesson in not compromising.
Yep.
Like, so I learned all this stuff early. That was my very first listing. I had sold like, I was a buyer's agent.
Yeah.
Started out as a leasing agent. My leases turned into buyers. And then eventually I'm like, hey, I got to start selling some houses. Like,
you
getting
grew
on the
with your
listing sites.
clients.
Exactly. Exactly. Every time they stepped up, it opened a new niche for me.
Yeah.
But, had I waited for that seller to come to his senses, he might have sold the house without me. He wouldn't even have my number had I not been willing to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it on, but here's what's going to happen. To demonstrate my expertise, because I was so young, I had to risk letting him lead the conversation to get the opportunity.
That's the biggest mistake I feel like a lot of LOs make, myself included when I started, is we let a lot of borrowers tell us what they want and what they think they want, but we know better. And we know better, but we don't want to be real with them and tell them like, yo, that's not going to happen. You're not going to sell your house for that much. You're not going to get a 5% rate. These things just aren't in the realm of possibility. Not that I don't want to give it to you. I'm just telling you it can't happen. But is that going to shut you down? You're not going to do anything because that can't happen? I think that's like the biggest pet peeve of mine. But I don't know. Like, I feel like people are afraid to hear the reality of the situation, especially what I think is crazy is people think they're going to get a great deal in a terrible economy. People think they're going to be the one person in the millions of people in the economy. They're like, well, this economy doesn't apply to me. I'm better than that.
No, here's the mindset. Like, I tell people, like, not even tell people anymore, but when I used to do my real estate pitches, I would have to let people know, like, hey, you're trying to sell your house for top dollar.
Yep, because everyone is.
Everyone wants top dollar for their house, and I'm going to get you top dollar. But then you're going to go on the buying side.
And you're going to want the lowest price.
You're going to want the bottom price in the same economy, in the same market.
Where you just sold your house for top
dollar. Those two things cannot be true at the same time. So we need to manage our expectations here. We got to make sure that we're not making offers in la la land. If I sell your house in top dollar and you go try to buy in the same neighborhood, you're also not going to pay top dollar, but you're going to pay higher than what you want.
Yeah, 100%. And because you're not going to get the best of both ends. You're just not.
Yeah,
you're not going to get everything you want.
I want to get your house to as close to free for you as I can. But we both know that's not a realistic scenario.
Yeah. And like, that's why I feel like is big on this side of things too, is everyone's like, oh, well, I want your best rate. It's like, well, bro, you haven't even told me your credit score yet. Do you even qualify for the best rate? And that's that's why I've been teaching all my LOs recently is like, I don't give a fuck what the borrower wants. I give a fuck what they qualify for.
You know what? I'm going to push back on that.
Not that I don't care what they want, but
give them whatever they want.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the floor.
Yes.
Then I'm going to give them advice.
Okay, yeah.
So if you call me for a $50,000 equity line of credit, cool. I can do that for you.
Absolutely. Right now, I have no problems.
I have no issue with that. I can do a $50,000 home equity line of credit for you, no problem. What are you going to use the money for?
Paying off some debt.
Paying off some debt.
Consolidating. I also want to put $10K into my bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. What? So $10K in the bathroom, what are you using the other $40K for? Is that all debt? Is that all credit cards?
30 of that, and I want another 10 just in my pocket. Just
What type of debt do you have for 30,000? That's not all credit cards, is it?
Oh, I got one personal loan at 24%.
Okay. Yeah. We're definitely rolling this in. 50K in a home equity line of credit sounds great.
Yep.
Hey man, did you know your credit score is a 600?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew that going into this.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what options I have for you in front of me right now? Equity line of credit's not going to work, but it looks like you got enough equity to pull that out of your house in cash.
But I like my 2% rate, man.
Oh, I love your 2% rate. But that 24% rate in your loan meshed together with that 2% in your rate actually has you paying about 10 to 12% right now.
All right, but I can't tell my neighbors about how cool I am with my 2% rate. So you want me to get rid of that status I have?
No, what I can do is I can give you more cash than you were going to get in the home equity line of credit. And I'm going to drop your effective interest rate to about a 5%.
Ooh, okay.
So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do for you. I just switched you from a $50,000 equity line of credit to a payment that's going to save you $500 a month and put another $50,000 in your pocket.
All right.
That sounds pretty good.
It's okay. It's not what I wanted, but it's cool. I like
No,
it.
I'm telling you, this is what you want. I gave you more than what you wanted.
I guess so, but I want to keep my 2%, man. I'm gonna find that one reason to stick to tell you no.
It's keeping you warm at night. I know it is.
It is.
But what we're gonna do is, what's paying you more? The $500 boat payment, the 24% loan.
That boat's fucking me up.
Like I just started listing it out.
Yeah.
Start listing it out for them, and then like once they see that picture of like, oh shit,
This guy's right.
I'm paying $3,000 a month, but I'm keeping my $800 mortgage payment.
Yep. And that's still where I do want to give them what they want. I want to put every borrower in a better position. But like when I say like I don't care what you want, I mean it more of like if you're so dead set on a home equity line of credit, but you don't like. I feel like I have people with 500 credit scores making 800 credit score demands right now. But the people with 800 credit scores don't even qualify for those same demands in this market. Oh, well, yeah, my credit score is a 580, but I want a 5% on an 80% loan to value cash out right now.
Man.
What world do you live in right now? I had someone yesterday, they're like, oh, I'm not doing any loan if I'm not going to get a 4%. That was off the dome. Yeah. And I'm like, the treasury's at 4.6. What makes you think the government is going to lose money lending to you?
No, I'm fine with boundaries.
For sure.
Yeah, you don't want to loan less than 4%. But what if I can get you an effective rate, a blended rate of 2.3? Does that does that spin the wheel? Like if I take all of your debt and consolidate it, and you're only paying 2% interest, yes, your mortgage payment goes up but your other debts go away.
That's true. Do you think people get stuck on going backwards on their mortgage though? Like
I don't think,
in their mind, like, oh, I'm adding money to my mortgage.
I don't think I've had an issue with that.
Okay.
I've heard people say it, but when we sit down and we go through the numbers,
they realize it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there are certain scenarios where that makes sense. You got 2 years left on your mortgage. Okay? Yes. Then you can tell me, "Hey, I don't want to start over."
Yeah.
But anything more than a 15-year?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It makes zero sense for you to continue to suffer paying more than you have to.
And that's where I feel like people have to understand. Like I had a guy the other day, I might have talked about this like a week or two ago, but I had a guy that I was texting about getting a cash out. He was like, hey, like off the gate, he's like, I want to borrow $70,000 and keep my payment exactly where it is right now.
Cool.
What world do you live in? Like, let's just talk about reality. Where do you think you're going to borrow more money and pay the same amount you're paying for the amount of money you're borrowing right now?
That goes back to where are you in your mortgage?
Yeah.
Because if I buy a $450,000 house and I paid it down to $100,000, then I absolutely can borrow $70,000 and still pay. I might even be able to borrow more.
If you haven't refied in X amount of time, you're stretching out enough, right?
So I bought a $400,000 house 20 years ago. I've got 10 years left on my mortgage.
Yeah.
I'm still making the payment on $400,000.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
If I refinance at $200,000
over a 30-year period.
Over a 30-year period, now my payment's cut in half, and I got $100,000 in my pocket.
That's why I don't understand too. Is like why even be afraid about resetting because You can still pay that mortgage off tomorrow if you win the lottery. There's no
Because
prepayment
nobody
penalties.
points that out to them.
Yeah.
A lot of LOs will say, "Oh, okay, you don't want to do anything," and then they give up on the car instead of pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, I broke this lady's brain one time.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "How does the payment get lower if I borrow more money?" I'm like, "Well, ma'am, you paid $500,000 for this house. You put 20% down, and you've been paying on it for 12 years now."
You haven't changed your deal at all.
Exactly. You're still paying for the house as if you owe $500,000. What we're going to do is we're going to cut that in half. You're only going to pay on $300,000 now.
Even at a higher rate.
Exactly.
Higher rate, I'm still lowering your payment. And again, that's what we talked about earlier. I don't think the rate matters. It's what are you out of pocket every month. That's what's important.
The rate only matters to the bank because that's how much money they make off of you.
Yep.
So that's why you see on your pricing sheet that they're willing to give credits and pay people to borrow money at higher rates because they make more money off of those rates. And what happens when you try to get a low interest rate? You got to pay more up front.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Those loans cost more money.
Ooh, I've been wanting to ask you about this, and it's probably a stupid question to ask with 5 minutes left to go about, but do you think there's a benefit to buying the rate down substantially? Not temporary buy downs, because I see benefits to those. But if the market's at where it is currently, at the 6.5% range, even with good credit, do you see a benefit in putting $20K down on the rate to buy it to 5% to make your payment more manageable? Because I always think if I got $20K to put down, I'm gonna just go put that into the mortgage and pay down the property and get more equity.
There's a lot of factors that go into that. But high loan amounts, it would definitely be worth buying the rate down because
what's high to you?
Over 700,000.
Okay.
You're looking at 600, 650.
Yeah.
Anything over 650, because the interest compounds so quickly on that dollar amount
per diem.
Like you really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You're going to be paying $2,000-$3,000 in interest every month.
Yeah. True.
Even if you have a low rate.
Yeah, it's true.
So if I can put an extra 20 down up front to get my 5% down to 4.5,
that's saving you a lot.
That makes more sense because it's saving me more in the long run. You're talking about $300 a month.
But the average person saving, let's say, an extra 60, 70 in a $300,000 house.
No, juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah, it's not affecting you enough.
Yeah, and it's not even that it's not affecting me. It's just that, like you said,
as a borrower, I mean,
re-amortizing that loan, if I got extra 20K, I save more paying less on the principal than I do in the interest rate. When you get to those higher loan amounts, it doesn't have the same effect on your interest rate because you're not affecting your principal balance.
That's true. We should do, you just put the idea in my head, we should do an episode or like at least half an episode where we just go through amortization, go through calculators, show different amounts, because I feel like people don't realize until they see it in front of them. I didn't realize this till I was here, just how much you're paying in interest sometimes over the life of your loan. If you stretch it to 30 years, you're paying triple the value of the house sometime.
I love it though.
I do too.
So here's, just real quick, we can do a whole episode on it, but like real quick, because you posed the question, the longer it takes you to pay off anything, the more interest you're going to pay. Absolutely. That's what interest is. It's the cost
to borrow money.
To borrow the money.
Yep.
So if it takes you 30 years, if it takes you 360 months to pay me back, you damn right you're going to pay more than it costs.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me hold $100. All right, for a week and a month, that's a different cost.
That's what I'm saying. If I come to you and say, "Hey, Liam, give me $1,000, man," and I'm gonna pay you back in 2056.
You know how much
like,
stuff I can do? So you mean 2056?
I'm gonna pay you back in 2056, man. I'm good for it.
I'm gonna pay you $1 a month.
$1 a month until 2056, bro.
And they'll do a balloon payment of whatever's left.
So like, I think when you do it with smaller numbers, it hits a little harder for people. Like, oh shit, yeah, okay, now that makes sense. But yeah, man, that's the opportunity cost episode.
Yeah, don't wait. Plan. Put a plan together. Put a financial plan together. Come to DarylDibbs.com. We'll put a financial plan together for you for whatever. We got
everything.
Everything.
I'm thinking about opening a restaurant on the website.
No. It was like a ghost kitchen, like a DoorDash.
So, man, hey, if you enjoyed this episode, I want to know what's one financial decision you're putting off because you're waiting for the perfect time.
And what does that perfect time look like for you?
Yep. So, like, subscribe, share this episode with your friends. This is First and Future Finance. I'm Dibbs.
You can't even get our name right, man.
You know what? I'm going to do it again.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe.
All right.
Leave a comment.
I like that too.
This is First and Future Finance. I'm Dibbs. That's Liam.
Yes, sir.
We out of here.